we're live with a brief delay. Hello, welcome to anyone who is watching us, which is nobody right now, but hopefully some people trickle in the next little bit. We are starting a Night of Blood, a classic Warhammer fantasy role-playing one-shot mission. We're converting it to Zweihander tonight and using it as our bridge between a bitter harvest into There's Something About Marie, which is the quest in the main Gauche book, which we'll be doing right after this. This should hopefully only take us one session. We'll see how much our players dilly-dally in this one, but it's not very long. But we do have Mike here, who's very thorough, so you never know. So, does anybody want to give a brief summary of what took place in A Bitter Harvest? Spoilers ahead for anybody who hasn't played it, who is watching, or is watching this video at a later date. If you don't want no spoilers, then skip
Bitter
ahead.
Harvest as a whole, or just the last session?
Let's do a whole overview.
Oh man, now I got to really rack my brain.
You volunteered.
All right, now I got to really rack my brain. Five of us came into a town that was having a wedding. We quickly found the place to be going pretty happy. Everyone in town was doing pretty well, but there was a little bit of weirdness going on between the groom and the father and his father-in-law. And there was some questions about where a dowry was and what was going on with that. We were, over the course of our first session, around our game one, we were basically hired to go and find out what happened to this, and that involved going to the next town over from where we started. Once we got on the road and started going over there, we came across three upturned carts that had a whole bunch of bales of hemp. That was the dowry that was in question, and along with the bales of hemp, the bodies of the delivery people were scattered amongst it, and two of the wagons, I believe, were completely turned over. Amongst the wagons, there were also arrows from a group of orcs. Once we were able to get kind of past that into town, we also came across the last two members of the delivery people.
Yeah.
Strung up in a field just outside of town, and the second town that we had gone into was a little bit of a mess. Am I missing anything from kind of that first little bit, guys?
That sounds about right to me. What do you guys think?
I think that's accurate.
Once we got into that town, we started off by talking to the groom who actually traveled to his hometown with us. We went and spent some time with him, then went into a bar called the Scared Orc. I'm going to glaze over the next little bit pretty quickly.
Cowardly Orcs.
The Cowardly Orcs, sorry.
It's okay.
Gonna glaze over that pretty quickly and say we explored the town and found a few questions about what was going on in the town. It appeared that about 12 years before, all of the women and children disappeared from this town, and all that was left is men and women of a certain age. We were asked to explore what was going on with the orcs, and once we actually got on the road and went up to a cavern where all of the females had disappeared from 12 years ago, once we got up there and actually did some exploring, we found out that it wasn't in fact orcs that had upset the carts. It was the women from the 12 years ago, as well as some orcs and some kobolds and a big group of, I think it was around 150 of them.
Yeah.
That sound about right?
It goes about 30, but
yeah, 50 is a bit of exaggeration.
Was it 30? I don't know. Maybe I'm off.
You can make yourself
it was
sound much
7,
braver than you. Yeah, it's much braver. You know, you got Horst syndrome. You know, you slayed 30 orcs, and there's 150 of them.
Every time I tell it, there's so we braved this army of 7,000 kobolds and whatnot, and went into go find out what they were back in the town for, and it turned out that the men of the town had actually offered the women and children of the town for as a sacrifice to save their own hides 12 years ago. And the women
Jerks.
and children didn't die and were back to take revenge on specifically the groom, Maximilian, who
Mhm.
had orchestrated the whole event.
Yes, sir. He was a bad man. Very bad man.
Based on that, we went rushing back to town to try and beat the orcs to town so that we would stop the destruction and so that we could grab Maximilian and basically hand him over to them and save the rest of the town. On our way
Mhm.
there, we got in a combat, which uh, was pretty gritty. We
Our
we
first
all
combat.
survived though. Our first real combat, yep. Um, and it went fairly well. That was certainly a adventure in itself. It took us a little bit to figure out what we were doing there. But after that, we went to the town and got Maximilian. Promptly handed him over to the orcs, and while we were at it, we let the townsfolk burn the his partner in crime, Horst, who ran the tavern. Uh,
Yes.
really cleaning up the town. I think that was a nice way of going about it. That was basically end of our last session, and kind of sums it all up. Right now, we've just taken claim of the 150 bales of hemp as now ours. That we have taken ownership of the dowry as payment for saving the town, and are just trying to figure out how to get it somewhere to sell it so we can move on with our lives.
Sounds good to me. You fellas have anything to add?
No, that sounds good.
Okay, so let's pick up. How are you going to transport these 150 bales of hemp that you've now come to own? It took 3 wagons to move it originally. They were attacked on the road. They were stopped by traps. So the wheels on those wagons are shot and done. And the hemp needs to now be transported via other wagons to wherever you're headed next. So what's the idea? How do you guys want to get? How do you want to get this hemp and move it?
I've got 3 silver and 8 copper that I can put forward to hiring some of the outsiders to the town, some of the lowborn, to get the wagons up and running and help us move them to the next town, as well as hopefully maybe rent some horses for a day or two to help pull the wagons.
Does it all look like it can be repaired? Or what? I
Yeah.
mean,
So
the damage.
for sure. Yeah, you ask the local folks there if they could repair those wagons, and they said they can repair. They could repair the wheels, and it would take some time. They were looking at about a week's worth of work to repair the wagons, and it would be quite costly. And you'd have to look at purchasing the wagons. The wagons belong to and are owned by Maximilian's widow now. She has inherited his estate, Helena. And by proxy, France has also come to own these. Seeing how Maximilian's dead. That's the father-in-law, or Helena's father.
Okay.
So you could approach her/him on purchase of these wagons.
The other option is to put it in storage and find someone to broker it for us, or sell it cheap in bulk and maybe have the general store pay us out on it.
I don't think anyone has the money though in this town.
You're correct.
think
So
we
you've
told-
asked around. That's one of the leads that you guys tried to follow while you're here. And it's a village. There's not much here. Maximilian's mansion is the biggest thing there, and he was the hemp baron. So there's no one else who really has the money to buy this. So you're gonna have to take it and go to a city to look for someone to purchase this. These are towns and villages in this countryside that you're currently in. So you'd have to get together a convoy and transport this stuff.
Yeah, well, Ruby's just going to ask around who owns wagons in the town that would normally be involved in the hemp trade.
Maximilian.
Nobody else?
Most other people here do menial tasks and jobs around town, and he's the bread and butter for this city. He's the one with the money, and he's the one with the fleet and such.
Anybody else have wagons in town?
Oh yeah, there are people with wagons in town. Yeah, well, yeah. There's villagers that have smaller wagons that you could
Okay.
look
Well,
at purchasing.
well, we don't want to purchase them, but what we would do is, what would the just pick a number, but what would the normal rate be? How far of a trip would it be to get us to a real market for the hemp?
So you ask around where the next city is that there would be a buyer, and you're told, oh, it's roughly 5 days travel to the east from where you're currently at.
What would the normal rate be to rent a wagon for that trip?
With a driver.
Right.
Yeah. Let's.
Because we could offer like double the normal rate. I would even say because we're going to get a lot of coin from this, right?
Hopefully. I'm worried about being ripped off.
Well, do we have anyone in town who is a good negotiator who knows the hemp trade?
Not necessarily the hemp trade, but you definitely have Edmund, who's kind of like your face character, who should hopefully be joining us soon.
Well, I think what Ruby would want too is if we do get a big haul out of this, she'd like at least some of the money to go back to the town, maybe at least 10% or something.
Wow, that's very kind of her.
Well, we're asking around. We'd love to find out what the expected value on a bale of hemp is
I thought we determined this
in market.
You're gonna. What did we determine on this bill? We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, we were saying the processed hemp in bolts is worth like 2 silver, I think it was, something like that for a bolt of it, and it probably one bale would probably make 2 bolts, but there's a lot of expense to I was thinking it's probably worth somewhere in the 30 to 50 silver range altogether.
So I'll split the difference and say it's worth 40 silver. As is.
Evening, governors.
Oh, there we go. We got Edmund. We've got our face. So
that makes sense to you guys?
How much again?
Roughly
40
silver.
For a bale?
No, altogether for all.
No,
the
for the lot of it.
Because a bolt of hemp is processed hemp, and it's worth 2 silver each. So this is unprocessed hemp that you've got that you're looking to sell.
And there's how many of us?
4 of you right now. Elric has made his way back onto the road. This is partying up and adventuring and being a hero just wasn't for him. He's gone back to his everyday life of being a highway robber.
More lucrative.
Well, 10 silver would be a nice payment for each of us. Ruby will. Well, what would we expect to spend to rent the services of a wagon for the 5 days, and then of course to have them drive back for 5 days?
I'm just looking at that right now for you.
And how many wagons would we need?
You need 3 wagons.
Okay.
You might be able to fill Edmund's cart with one of the bales, which would get you down to 2 wagons. So I'd say that.
Okay.
If Edmund would be okay with giving up his cart to transport one of some of the bales.
And remember, I also smuggled one into a hidden compartment before everything all started.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So you guys go back and there's only 140 bales. To rent a wagon and driver, you are looking at 32 BP a day.
Oof.
How many BP? How many BP in a silver?
12.
So 3 silver a day.
We're gonna make how much?
Yeah,
Not
I
enough to
think
cover your expenses.
I think you just broke the economics of the hemp trade.
So that's for
How
man
much is-
and wagon that you're paying for
How much does it cost to buy a wagon?
to buy a wagon. Oh. Um, animals and vehicles. Let's take a look here.
Probably like 10 gold or some shit.
It's very expensive. Well, a barrow cart. That's what you have? That's what
I don't
gave
know.
you.
I just asked you, and you were like, "Well, what about this?" And we started throwing pictures around, and they said, "Okay, yeah, that one looks good."
So I think I said it was the equivalent of a barrow cart. A barrow cart is 2 gold, and I believe that's the cheapest cart.
How many silver and a gold?
20.
Yeah, because if you want like a large cover wagon, that's 75 gold.
So the daily rate of a wagon is 15% of the cost to buy it.
Yes. Yeah, 2 gold to buy a barrow cart. That's your cheapest option. That's like a big 2-wheeled cart that basically you could just put like straw or something in the back of.
Yeah.
Pile
okay.
up.
Well,
Guys, are we going to steal a couple carts?
no.
Corruption. Let's do it.
I'm asking honestly because
He's asking
I
in
don't see us
character.
making any money really
You know,
outside of
if you bring them back later, it's technically borrowing.
You know, storing it's not a bad idea. You guys, so I was telling Erg this also. You guys are you're sort of heroes in this village to these people, and they're gonna tell stories of what you did here. So tales will be told of how you saved this village and fought off some orcs But on the flip side, tales will also be told of how you made a deal with the orcs. And you might be secret orc lovers and tainted by corruption. So we've got 2 sides of the coin to this. But going back to the current, you are beloved in this village. So the idea of stashing and coming back for the later is not necessarily a bad idea. You can come back when you have some more spoils of war to transport your goods.
We could also talk to the general store guy, see if he could maybe sell it on our behalf, and we can come by and get the
Commission.
gold or silver later.
We could find a buyer. I could try to work out a deal, and
That's
then,
that's what we're thinking.
and have them come pick it up.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah, I'm not no bloke that
I say
could arrange to pick up himself.
I want to become a wagon person and rent my wagon.
Just travel the countryside with your rented wagon.
Yeah, for 3 gold a day.
No, it wasn't 3 gold a day, was it?
It was 30. It was 32, right?
Yeah.
Was it 3
32
gold?
BP, so 3 silver a day.
Oh, 3 silver a day. I mean,
Three
that would be good wage.
3
We
silver.
were getting
a day.
paid 2 copper a day to risk our lives.
You also have the threat of bandits and orcs by doing that job, jumping you and killing you and slitting your throat day after day.
That's true. Okay.
Why don't we take it to the general store, get a bill of ownership, and then we have something concrete that when we are going around, we can actually sell the bill of ownership to a merchant, and he can come by and grab it.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So you go to the general store and you want to broker a deal with the gentleman there.
Absolutely, storage for free.
Storage for free. It's on Maximilian. Yeah, go ahead and let's try and broker a deal to do it for free.
Would this be considered black market goods or no?
No, you legally own these.
Well,
But-
legally owning doesn't make the product legal.
No, they're not black market goods. No.
I say because I get a plus 20 to my bargain test when fencing black market goods.
Why don't who's got the best charm here? Someone can make a charm roll, and I'm gonna let you do it at a plus 20 because you guys are so beloved here right now. To agree to have your goods housed here for free until your future return date.
I'm just checking my roll. This isn't the roll.
That would be Barsh. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
let me
Edmund.
check mine too.
Yeah, she's a 43. Oh wait, that was a -10, so she's a 53.
Yeah, so you got like
No,
one higher.
no. It's not a It's not a minus. You guys are getting a plus
No.
20 to your roll.
We're just testing.
No, I had a with a
okay.
+20. Yeah, with a +20, her roll looks like this. Not saying I'm rolling. I'm just showing you.
You got a 43. I've got a 42, so you got one better than me.
So Erg
Yeah,
has the
sorry.
best chance. And Erg was successful. Erg,
Oh.
you're charming this guy. So we'll say his name is Wolfgang. And he goes, oh yeah, yes. You want to store your goods here? For how long?
Yeah. We need a favor here, Wolfgang. We don't have the ability to carry this stuff around, and we need a place to store it. We're looking for a bill of ownership that we can take with us to sell it in town and send somebody to come get it. Ideally, it would have both ours and your signature. That work?
Oh, sure. Yes. So what you did for a village, I'll gladly keep it here for you. Good luck. Do you know when you'll be back?
I don't know if it'll be us that come back at all, but whoever comes back will have the bill of ownership with them.
Right. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. It's the least I can do is give you access to my storage area.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir. Do you happen to have any maybe help around the shop that might be able to help load this stuff into the storage area?
Yeah. The helper boy, he can give you a hand. And goes, come over here.
Great.
Help them, Nathaniel. And this
Barsh,
kid comes
let's
out.
go to the bar.
You and Barsh take off to the bar. Edmund goes to have a snack. All right, so we've got the hemp taken care of. You guys are going to venture out, so you want to head to go find a buyer. That's your motivation right now, right? That's what you guys want to do is get out of this little Bodunk village and go
Makes
find
sense
someone
to
to
me.
buy your stuff.
Yep.
Who anybody here makes sense to actually carry this bill of sale, this bill of ownership?
Like someone to carry it on them.
Yeah, I'm a big, lanky, easy to spot person. I'm probably going to be a target no matter where we go if somebody wants to carry this thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's worth our money.
Barsh probably looks mean enough. No one wants to mess with him.
Barsh or Edmund. Edmund, you're the face. You wanna carry the deal for the gang?
I can. I just didn't know if I would be more of a target also.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, Ruby's happy to do it if no one else wants to.
I say I've got the I don't know. I know the contacts and I guess how to carry myself in the urban markets and stuff.
He's your fence.
Awesome.
Yeah,
It's on you.
Okay. Say I've
Paid.
got larceny and streetwise. So
Yeah, this is what he's made for. You can try and broker deal. It's not black market goods, but still, he could try and get you probably the best price possible. All right, very good. So you guys decide to leave it there. You've got your bill of sale, and it's early in the day, so you decide to head on out. So you're going to leave on Edmund's wagon, I assume.
I'm
And
leaving on it.
If you do so, who is riding Blunderbuss up front with him? And the other two are going to have to hang on to the side as you guys travel.
Before we leave, kid, does he have a cheap bow I might be able to buy?
We have one that we found.
You do have a cheap bow. Who grabbed it? I can't remember.
Edmund uses it.
Edmund grabbed it.
Edmund uses it. I could use one as well.
So he got a longbow, right?
No, I got basically it's a hunter's bow, is what you said is equivalent to.
Hunting bow,
Or
okay.
hunting bow.
Which is worth 4 gold pieces. Holy moly. You lucked out there, sir. Somebody, let's see. You want a bow, huh? Bows are expensive there, Mr. Erg. Trying to find you the cheapest one.
I suspect they're expensive. That's why I'm going to the guy who right now loves us.
Oh, we're gear shopping now?
Ooh. Yeah, you guys want to get some gear before heading out.
Nice. Let me,
Yeah, the cheapest bow is a hunting bow. So old Wolfgang says, "Oh yeah, I've got a bow here. For what you've done for us, you get it for half price. Two gold pieces."
That's well beyond me there, Wolfgang.
Okay, well that's the best I can do. That's half price. I can't give it away for free. I gotta make a living somehow.
I hear you. I have 3 silver and 8 brass parts. We're pretty far away, man.
Yes, and I have 4 children and 2 wives. Ha 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 ha! I have to make a living.
I don't like your laugh.
Oh no, Farsh is threatening him.
All right, let's roll on, guys.
Let's roll out. All right. So, okay. So who's riding Blunderbuss up front with Edmund? And who wants to hang on to the side of the wagon? This will be your fastest way to travel, seeing as how you don't have ponies.
Hanging on the side of the wagon.
Yeah,
Like,
hanging off
can't
the
they
side.
squeeze inside? 'Cause mine's got, it's like a covered one. Can't somebody squeeze on the inside?
Someone could squeeze on the inside if they want, and then the other person, I guess, either has to hang on the side or can sit on the roof of it.
Steps on the back. Just sit on those back steps.
Sit on the back. Yeah.
Everything's so expensive. Wow. Oh, we're
Yes.
just very poor.
Well, that too.
I'll sit on the roof. That's probably the only place I'll fit anyway.
Erg. Roof.
I'm not hanging off the side.
What?
Body riding a draft horse.
So Erg's on the roof.
Barsh on the draft horse.
Barsh
Yeah.
on the actual horse? Barsh could sit next to you.
Well, my legs wouldn't be able to get in the. Well, I guess. I mean, if we could adjust the
He's
stirrups.
attached to it with the cart, so you're just riding on it.
Yeah, it's tethered to the cart. So you'd just be bouncing on this draft
Okay.
horse. You want to ride on the
Oh,
horse? Okay.
That sounds sucky. No.
I was surprised you
No.
wanted to be on the horse. Okay.
He doesn't know how to ride a horse.
And Ruby, where do you want to ride?
She could ride on the back, sit on the back, or sit or right inside if there's room.
Inside?
Or
Oh yeah, you'd easily fit inside because you're small. You're halfling.
Yep.
Well, I fit inside, so you can.
Yeah.
If
Rotund
there's no room,
Edmund
she'll ride in the back.
fits inside. So where you Abarsh, you're going shotgun or hanging on the side? Blunderbuss or on the side?
Shotgun.
All right.
Blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss. I like that.
We can't even afford a blunderbuss.
No, you cannot afford a blunderbuss. You should have beat up Elric and taken his flintlock pistols and sold them before he took off.
Oh.
A blunderbuss is 13 gold.
Yeah, everything's expensive. We
His
need to start
flintlock
taking-
pistols, 20 gold.
We should have taken. We need to start taking stuff.
You
off
should have
body.
killed him. You should have murder hoboed him and taken his stuff. So, you guys head out of town. You head east, as you're told that's where you'll find the nearest large city. It's about 5 days' travel down this main highway. You're warned of bandits. It is well known for bandit activity. And you've recently encountered mutants and orcs, so you're a little leery. You did broker a deal with them that they would leave you alone if you left them alone. So you have that on your side. But this is a long distance to travel, so who knows what you'll encounter along the way.
How much are arrows before we leave town?
Arrows.
Aren't they like that silver or some shit?
Yeah. You're gonna make me go back to the book, aren't you?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'll pull the book up real quick.
Ammunition. Arrows are 1 silver each. It's expensive. If you need to find silver darts, you can find 1 for sale in town. Erg.
Well, we'll make do with the 7 arrows I have left.
Still half off, Matt?
Yeah, half off. Because of the good deeds you've
I'll
done for
buy one.
Forberg.
Are arrows half off?
Yes. Everything's half off. It's a blowout sale. Oh, I think we had one real person watching and they left. So long.
Screw these guys.
It's just us and the bots. That's hilarious.
He only had one silver dart, eh?
He's like, I've watched these guys shop for half an hour. I'm out. Yeah, only one silver dart. I rolled a d4 there to see how many would be available in town because it's not the most common thing to find in a village. So,
Do we need rations?
you did buy rations before you set out, did you not? Or you stole them? You took them from that
We
cabin.
still have 5 days
We've been
from
eating
Maximilian paying us.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys have rations, and you have rope that you took from Old Tom's house as well.
Okay,
Just
I'm
on
gonna
it
get
down
20
the road.
Yeah,
So I just spent 10 silver for arrows.
10 silver. All right.
Wow.
I
That's a
got
lot of
20 arrows,
money.
That's half the price.
He was the aristocrat, so he had the most money out of all of you.
See how much I have. I'm pretty sure I have a few brass pennies.
This guy want to buy any of these pick?
Any of the what? I lost you there, Erg. We can go back to it. All right, so you guys set out of town, and you head on down the highway. Your first day of travel, majority of the day is uneventful. Nothing really comes up. You see the odd game pop up out of the forest on the side of the road. You pass another cart, a couple carts throughout the day. They're just farmers traveling between villages, looking to trade and sell wares. Nothing too exciting. They let you know that there hasn't been sightings or news of much activity going on, other than that of the mutants outside of Vorburg, which you just came from. So you just, smile and nod and go on your way because you know all about that all too well. And you guys are traveling, and I'd say about late afternoon, the sky gets really, really, really dark. And the clouds come over the sky. And the thunder bursts. And the rain starts to pour on you. Miserable, miserable rain. Starts to come down non-stop. Can you guys hear that? Is that too loud?
Mm-mm.
You
Is
guys
the
have-
wagon
I don't hear it.
Is
I'm
the
in
wagon
Florida.
covered?
The wagon is covered.
Okay, so Ruby is nice and dry and comfy, right?
No, not on the
Yeah.
front. You and Edmund are out in the cold.
Oh, I thought I was
No,
inside
Ruby's
in
on
the
the
back.
inside.
Oh,
Barsh
Ruby's
is-
on the... Oh, yeah, you're dry. You're fine. Sorry.
Okay.
Barsh and
I'm on
Edmund
the bloody
and
roof.
Erg are outside shivering and just getting soaked to the bone. So you guys travel. You push on, and it's a torrential downpour. The highway, the road, starts to flood, and your horse and the wheels are getting caught in the mud, and it's having a hard time keeping up with what's going on. So you're pushing it. You're pushing it to keep going. You can't make camp on the side of the road in these types of conditions, and you're hoping to find some shelter or something, a farmhouse, anything that you can hopefully find refuge in for the night, because it doesn't look like there's any signs of this letting up. And you press on, and you press on, and it's about... You keep going, and it's like 9 o'clock at night, and you still see no signs of civilization. And you guys are just miserable. You're cold and wet and just want to sleep. Except for Ruby, who's sleeping in the back and perfectly dry and warm. Of the wagon. As the thunder rumbles, you hear strange baying coming from the woods and forests around you. It seems to be distant at first, but it starts to get closer and closer as you travel on. And it almost sounds like it's traveling beside the wagon as you go. It's like following and tracking you on either side of the tree line as you make your way through. Wish I had some
What
strange-
is it? What
It's
is
like-
it that's following?
You don't know.
Bang.
You can't see. Every once in a while, lightning flashes, and you can see outlines and shapes in the trees beside the road, but you can't make out what's going on. But there's strange baying and gurgling and odd noises. You get the sense that something is definitely watching and tracking you on this dark night.
Ruby's gonna get under the covers.
I don't like it. I don't like this. Make the horses go faster.
The horse
The
You know,
horse.
Edmund, you push the horse. You whip it and push it on, and it's pushing it to the limit. Its hooves are starting to get stuck in the mud, and the road is starting to get overrun with water at this point. As you're traveling down the road to your, I was gonna get you to make a drive roll. To your right, you're actually coming closer to what appears to be a river that's running parallel with the road as well. It's still about like 40, 50 feet off the road, but still you now have a river that's parallel to the actual highway itself. And the river's starting to creep up. It's starting to flood and go up towards the road, which I was going to ask you to make a drive roll, which you aced. So you push the horse on, and it presses on, and you're doing your best to avoid like ruts and giant water puddles and everything to get slowed down and have the wagon stuck. And the whole way, you're hearing these strange noises as yipping and kind of like grunting every once in a while. When all of a sudden, suddenly, with a bolt of lightning, a shape darts in front of the wagon. I'm going to get you to make me another drive roll, Edmund, but I'm going to get it done at a -10. Oh.
Woo!
Wow. So, with a flash of light, you see something dart in front of you, and it looks like a deer cuts across the road, and you just narrowly miss it. But with that, you also see some large shapes break out of the trees, and they seem to have been chasing the deer. You see 4 strange creatures. First, you see this large beast man with a huge bovine head and tough, scaly skin standing there, looking right at you, Edmund. And you've never seen anything like this before. You're terrified. Next to him is a large dog-like creature with a mockery of human form. And behind them, they look to be the 2 largest. Behind them, there's actually 6 in total. There's four other mutants. There's one who's got his eyes are on these long stalks protruding from his face, long eye stalks. And next to him is one where there used to be fingers on one of his hands or long tentacles, just kind of waving in the air. And then the remainder of the mutants they look human, but they have the mark of chaos on their face, and they're covered in fur and hair all over their body. And you've gained their attention. They like I said, it looked like they were tracking this deer, and you narrowly missed it. But there's now you between them and their quarry on this dark, stormy night as you press on. And they're not too happy. What do you want to do?
Jesus, guys, we stumbled on a beauty pageant.
I think we got problems, boys.
I'm assuming we're stopped, Matt?
Well, you slowed down. You swerved out of the way, but you haven't stopped. But you're going at a slower pace. And these things are chasing after you. So you have like a split second here to decide, do you want to face this? Do you want to eradicate them? Do you want to
track the rain? Hold on, boys.
And you want to press on. Let's do a drive, and we'll do it at a -10 again. So you crack the reins at the sight of these creatures. All of you are reeling in horror at what you've just seen, and you press on the horse. What's your horse's name?
Horse.
Hang on.
Horse.
If we have any real people in the chat, they can also shout out a name. If we have any non-bots, give us a name. Go. 10-second delay. While Oak looks for a name, or while Edmund looks for a name. We have one real guy and he left. We shopped for half an hour. He said, "This isn't fun. Why am I here?"
When that shopping keeps us alive, then they'll know.
When the shopping pays off and you're no longer paupers.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
Probably not. You'll die first.
Yeah.
The cost of things here? My God, we're never getting anywhere.
You gotta make a name for yourself first. You're still just nothings, right?
Can't afford a bloody arrow.
Yep. That's why you gotta pilfer them from beastmen with cow heads. All right, what's the horse's name?
Crack the reins on the flanks real hard. Like, Penelope, go!
Penelope, go! All right, the horse lets out a and just pushes on like a burst of strength. Second wind kicks in. It must have also caught a sight of these things, and it just darts, belts, and you make your way through, and you can hear like howling from the beast man, and the cow man is letting out a as you go into the night. So you're now well aware that there are this weather has brought out some strange creatures in the forest tonight, on this night of blood.
This may have been a bad idea.
But you press on. You can't turn back at this point. It's too late in the night. You know you've got mutants behind you. You need to find a place to stay. You push on down the road. The weather is not letting up whatsoever. The roads are becoming dangerously swollen and waterlogged by the river at this point. The winds are just howling as well. Your horse is slipping in the mud every once in a while, Edmund, and doing its best to keep up and not go lame. The wheels are bogged down or sort of become bogged down in the mire. So you guys press on, and you press on. And after, what seems like an eternity, but in actuality, probably another hour or two, you guys go at full bore, as long as you can after that sight you saw back there. But after an hour or two, you can see some lights in the distance. It looks like up ahead there looks like a large building of some sorts. There's lights on in it, and it's surrounded by a big wooden wall. And as you guys get closer, it's about a 12-foot wall surrounding a large building and some smaller ones from what you can see. To the south of the building, it looks like there's a ferry built to go across the river. And you think, well, maybe we'll be able to find refuge in here tonight and get out of the storm. So you guys make your way to the gate of this compound, and you knock. Or you knock, or what do you want to do when you get to the gates?
Is there any kind of guard like above it or anything, or
No, you don't see anyone.
The boss, you won't get the gates.
Yeah. Make sure those things then catch up to us.
Yeah. Okay. What I'll do is, to help illustrate this as well, there's a map here. I'll transfer you guys over. Ooh. So you guys, here, let's put one of you on the map so you get an idea. This isn't necessarily to scale, but here's Barsh. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
And you're at this gate. So you've got these 12-foot high walls, and you can see some buildings on the inside. To the south of you is a ferry house and a ferry on the river. So you go to the gates, and what do you want to do at the gates, Barsh?
Bang on them and say, hey, let us in.
Yeah, so you start banging with all your might. You're cold, you're mad, you're pissed off, you want to get out of this. You know there's mutants on the road behind you. And you start banging and hollering on the gates. You stand there banging for some time. No answer. No response whatsoever from inside.
Open the damn door.
You start hollering, and you wait 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. No response. You try the gate, and it's locked.
Going to the ferry house.
You go down to the ferry house? Okay. Does everybody want to make their way down to the ferry house, or...
Well, I'm on the top of the cart, right?
Yes, you are.
And I'm 9 feet tall.
Yes, you are.
Can I see over this wall?
Yes, you can. You can see a large building there. That's the one with the lights on inside of it. And through the windows, you can see like movement. You can see silhouettes inside. Just to the east of that large building, the inn. It's labeled the Hooded Monk Inn. To the east of the Hooded Monk appears to be stables, and just south of that, the one to the south there, is just a smaller building. You're not too sure what that might be. You're thinking it might be a coach house of some sort.
Guys, this wall it's hobbit-sized. Want me to go over top of it and just open the door?
Hurry up. I don't want whatever that was on the road catching up to us. It'll eat Penelope.
Yeah,
Matt, I'm going over.
Yeah, you could easily go over. Oh, our storm ended. Oh, that's not on a loop. Yeah, you can easily hop over the fence because you're, 8 feet tall? And the wagon itself
8'10".
The wagon itself is 5-6 feet tall with the wheels. So yeah, you just climb on over, and you go to the other side, and there's a big piece of lumber on the other side that's got the gate locked. So you just lift that up and out, and you open the gates for your friends.
Welcome to whatever that sign says. Let's get in
Hooded
here.
Monk Inn. Here, let's put you all down there.
Once they're in, I lock it behind me, Matt.
Yeah, sure. You guys should be able to move those little tokens if you want to move around. I think. Represents you. Alright, so you go in and you lock it. And so, like I was saying to Erg, he saw shapes on the inside of the inn. So you can see shapes, you can hear people talking, you see silhouettes, there's laughter coming from in there, you can hear chairs scraping on the floor. So there's definitely people inside the inn from what you can tell.
The other building, is one of them like a, you say like a barn or something I can put Penelope in?
Yeah, so this one there that I just pinged is a coach house from what it appears, and the one right to the north of it is a stable.
Okay, I want to go check that real quick, see if it's open and if it's full.
Yeah, so you get near the stable, so you're walking, or you're slowly trotting through there on the back of your wagon, or you just kind of do you have Penelope by the reins? You've detached her and you're walking her to the stables.
I want to make sure there's room before I unhook her and everything.
Yeah. So approaching the stables, you can hear restless horses inside. You hear loud neighs and kicks coming from inside, kicking the wall and stuff. They seem agitated.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I'll carefully open it just so I can look inside if there's any light.
So you just open it a crack, and there's no light in there. And the horses are just going mental. They're just kicking around and neighing, and they're very, very agitated right now.
Anybody got a lantern?
I'm not there with you.
I would have some sort of lantern in my cart, wouldn't I?
Do you own one?
I don't.
Do you want to roll change the game? No, I'm just kidding. Only Mike will get that. I don't know. Do you own a lantern? Does anybody own a lantern?
I'm looking through my shit.
I do.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Barsh
take
can...
this. And here's
Yeah,
some
I'll go
oil.
back to the wagon to look.
I have one.
There's horses in there, but they're going crazy over something. You want to come with?
Probably those things on the road, spooking them from miles away. Let's
Did
do
we
it.
lock the gate behind us?
Yeah, so as soon as you open the door and shine the lantern in there, the horses catch the light, and they make a break for you. All of them make a break for the open door. They are charging right at you.
Shut it quick.
I'm going to need you to make me an animal... Is it animal handling? Let me look at the character sheet here. Go into Barsh's.
Yeah, there's an animal handle.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a standard animal handling check.
My animal handling is hitting them.
To see if you can calm them before they trample you.
Is there an animal handling check?
Six. Yes.
Yeah,
Six.
it's a train.
Yeah, it's under fellowship.
Yeah, look at
Do you
that.
want to use a fortune?
How many you're charging?
You guys have 6. 6 horses.
No.
Are
No, how many? There's 6 horses?
6 horses.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I better use one before I die.
That's a good way to get
They're
in.
not our horses, and they're stuck in this walled fence anyway.
Well, I'm concerned about getting an injury. This is Grimdark. So I'm going to go ahead and take one.
These are horses. All right. Reroll. Okay. Only one of you needs to reroll. As long as someone can calm the horses.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you open the door, Edmund, and you own an animal, so you have experience. So you notice right away the spooked look in their eyes as soon as you shine the lantern in there, and you're able to like calm them down. You have some stuff in your pocket that you like, some treats that you give Penelope, and you hold out your hand. You've got some oats in there, and they're still very, very agitated, but you're able to calm them down a bit from breaking through the door and basically running you and Barsh over.
Is there room for Penelope in here?
There is a spot you could get Penelope in here. Yeah, it's a wide open area, and above it is a hayloft, and that's really all that's in here.
Okay, if there's any kind of like, so they get tethers or something, harness, so I can like get them more like tied down instead of just being open.
Yeah, they definitely have like bridles on and stuff, so you can try and like re-secure them.
Yeah, I'll try to do that before I bring Penelope in.
Yeah, you go about that, and your animal handling check there is more than sufficient to do that. So you make your way around, and you secure the animals, and you bring Penelope in to these stables. But they are still agitated this whole time. Like, you've done a good job of calming them, but you can see in their eyes that they are very uncomfortable right now, and they still kind of like move and kick around. Even after you've secured them, they're still trying to. Every once in a while, they pull their heads to try and break free, and they're not. You could tell that they're not pleased that they're being restrained.
These horses don't seem wild, and they shouldn't be spooked like this in a storm. I wouldn't think.
They seem more spooked than what they should be. That's for sure. And I'll get her secured, and then let's check this other building real quick down here.
One to the south there. That one? Yeah, so the door to that building is locked. You go to try it, and it's locked. You can attempt to bust it in if you want, Barsh, or anyone, or...
Edmund, why don't we go get something to eat?
Speaking my language there.
See why those bastards didn't open the gate.
Yeah, so you guys approach the hooded monk. The main door, it's kind of covered, is over here. Sorry, that's a side door. It's kind of covered by the roof. This is the main door where I'm pinging. So you guys make your way over to the main entrance. All of the windows are covered. The curtains are drawn, but like I said, the sound of merriment can be heard coming from inside. Given the impression as well, you hear knocking, and you hear laughter, and you hear chairs scraping, and people talking. And you go to try the door, Edmund, and it's locked.
I'll pound on it. Boom, boom, boom.
So you pound on the door, and the second you do, everything goes silent inside.
Hey, open the door. It's wet out there and cold. Let that bloke in.
Yeah, so you stand there, and you kind of shout, and you pound on it for a while, and after about a minute or so, which is unusually long, you hear the bolts open up one by one. And standing on the other side, you see a fat man that puts you to shame, Edmund. You see a huge, plump fellow standing there wearing an apron. He's cleaning his hands, and he's kind of fidgeting with the apron, and he goes, what, I didn't expect anyone tonight in this weather. How did you get in here?
Why didn't you open the gate?
Well, there's bandits out and about.
Yeah, that's when we're getting off the road. Gate was unlocked. We come in, locked it back up. Let us in.
Oh, there's Well, how do I know you're not bandits?
I
We're
slap
asking
my
nicely.
belly.
Because we're asking.
I slap my belly like I look like a bandit.
You'd have been dead already.
God, I don't know. There's already been one attack tonight. I don't know if I could trust you.
Look, I've already calmed your horses down. They're about to escape. I've stabled mine. You think a bandit's gonna stable their horse and then ask to come in for some food? We've got coin.
Oh,
Right,
boy. Go ahead.
If we were bandits, we would just set fire to your thatch.
Not in a raid like this. Why
But
don't
we sure wouldn't be having a discussion about how we would do it.
why don't you guys go ahead and do a standard charm test? Try and get your way in here. Oh, Barsh! He goes, I don't like dwarves. I don't know if I want him in here.
Look, my friend's he's a bit rough around the edges. He's all wet and he's a bit hungry and grumpy. Don't mind him. Look, we're not gonna argue about how we would attack your establishment if we was bandits. We just want to come in out of the rain and get some food.
Right. You can come in. It's a dark night. No one should be out there in that cold. But I'm not serving him. And he points at Barsh. I don't like him.
You don't have anything strong enough.
Those 99s. Your critical failure is just like, nope, I ain't serving his kind. I don't like dwarves. I don't trust them. You can come in because you seem to be on the level, but I will not serve you. So he opens the door and lets you guys in. It opens up into a oh. Got some. Hey, we got two.
I
got a
tap
new follower,
Barsh on the shoulder and
Seamus.
say, I got a bottle of gut rot if you need it.
Hey, man. Thanks for following, Seamus. Come join the fun. We're playing some Zweihander. Zweihander. What do you do? Sorry, you tap who? Barsh on the shoulder? And say you got some
I
rock
tap
up front?
Barsh and say, I got a bottle of gut rot if you need it.
Puh. It's not strong enough. Nothing here will be strong enough anyway.
That's moonshine, buddy.
Oh.
Barsh's eyes
I'll
light
try
up.
it. Yeah. Thanks. Slaps you on the back. Thick calloused hand.
Yeah. So, like I said, the man who opened the door, who claims to be the owner-operator of the Hooded Monk, he introduced himself and said, well, my name is Otto. And like I said, he puts you to shame, Edmund. This man is just disgustingly fat. He is just huge. You've never seen someone this big in your life. Kind of puts a smile on your face, Edmund.
Bro, Governor, I've never seen a boy quite bigger than me. You're doing a good job. I know you got good food here, don't you?
He just grins and pats his belly. Sitting over by the fire, you see a man, he's a rather grim sort of looking man, expression, dark features on his face, and he's dressed like a road warden, sitting there by the fire, and he's just kind of staring at all of you as you come in. What are you trying to be aware of there, Ruby?
Not much, apparently.
Yeah, not much. You know that the fat man doesn't like dwarves. And you also see another man. He's over behind the bar, and he's got a mop and bucket, and he seems to be mopping the floor. He looks over at you, and when he looks over, he's got like really kind of like bulging eyes. You know, have you ever seen those people in real life that they can make their eyes kind of like pop out of their head, or they're really huge, kind of like Marty Feldman, if anybody knows who that is. He's got big eyes like that.
What's he mopping up?
You can go around the bar and take a look.
I'm just gonna hop up on the bar like I'm gonna get a drink, but I'm gonna lean over and say, "Hello, Governor," and take a peek over to make sure he's not like cleaning up blood or anything.
Yeah. So you peer over, and that's exactly what he's mopping up.
Oh, did you cut yourself?
He looks up and he's kind of startled. Goes, Otto asked me to clean it up, and Otto goes, oh yeah. Like I said, we had a bandit attack earlier tonight. The ferryman was killed and by some bandits, and he made his way to the door. We brought him in here, and he died in here earlier tonight, and we put him out in the stables. We'll bury him in the morning.
Right.
Oh, understandable. Things happen, and then I'm going to kind of look at the other guys because we were just in the stables.
Oh yeah, where you put him in the stable?
So, is Ruby buying that?
Are you buying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's two ways this
Mhm.
could have gone. Either these are the people that repelled the bandits, or these are the bandits.
Right. Yeah, he sounds very genuine in his delivery regarding the ferryman being slain by bandits tonight.
How is he might be a good deliverer? How are the other people? How when he's talking, Ruby's actually going to be watching the nervous guy behind the bar with the bulging eyes.
Yeah, Mr. Bulging Eyes, Marty Feldman is he's really fidgety and kind of on edge the whole time you guys are in there. And the road warden sitting next to the fire is just watching your every move the whole time.
I'm gonna go sit beside him, start a conversation.
Beside the
if I
road
can.
warden. Or
across the way from him.
How many?
Okay.
How many folks we got in here?
You see 3.
That's it. Total number.
That's it.
And no women.
No women. They were all taken away from this village 12 years ago. No. It's a bitter harvest all over again. No women. Just these three men.
They got weapons on them.
The road warden does. He's armed.
What about the other two?
Nope. The other 2 do not appear to be armed.
Barsh is impatient with them and says, "We were just out in them stables and saw nobody."
Otto turns to you and goes, "Oh, we stored it up in the hayloft."
You took a body upstairs. Why?
Oh, we didn't want the horses to shit all over it, did we? That's not respectful.
Okay. What was his
Damn it,
name?
What was his name? His name was Mortimer.
I almost checked the fucking loft too. I almost did, and I should have.
His name is Mortimer.
Mortimer, huh?
Mortimer the ferryman.
So, why did your who was bleeding out behind the bar?
Well, that's what we drug Mortimer in here, put him up on the bar, and assessed his wounds, and he passed.
Does that look right? Does it look like there was blood all over the bar?
It does, and it looks like there's a trail that he's mopping up.
Okay. Does the trail lead to one of the doors or something?
It does lead out the front door, and then, to your best guess, it could have led to the stable, but the rain is so heavy it would have washed away all traces of where it would have gone after that.
Right.
Matt, I'm gonna start a conversation with road warden here, see if I can get any rumors out of him.
The road warrior.
Is that what I said? That's awesome.
No, you didn't. I called him that.
Max.
Yeah, his name's Max, and he looks really mad.
Bandit for short.
Bandit, for short. Yeah. So you try to talk to Max, or Max? Now I'm calling him Max. No, the road warden.
Yeah, I want to start a conversation, see if I can get some rumors out of him, see what's going on here.
Yeah. So what do you say to him?
So what do you know all about all this? Were you here when Buddy-O got hacked up?
I arrived.
And I do say it just like that.
Buddy-O. I arrived just in time to chase the bandits away. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to save this man.
How many of them were there?
He stops, and you can see him tallying in his head. 5. There's 5 of them. How do I know you're not bandits? Who else would be out here at night right now?
Travelers?
How do I know you're not bandits? Look at you. Look at all of you.
I look down at my belly. Like what?
He looks at
Look
your
more
weapons.
like a
He points
drowned
at
rat than a band.
He points at like Barsh's. You got a mortuary sword, don't you, hanging off your side?
I
You've got
I do have a mortuary sword and a Morgenstern.
and a Morgenstein. He points over at Barsh because that man's pretty heavily armed to not be a bandit, is he not?
Rubio quipped from across the bar. Bandits aren't as well armed as we are.
How do I know you didn't take that from someone on the road?
Because we can use them really well.
You calling us thieves?
Just might be.
Hey, I want to look at the road warden, because isn't this supposed to have like where we've if you're a certain profession, you would carry yourself in certain gear and certain equipment to purvey that, correct?
Yeah.
So I want to do a scrutinize test on that, and hang on. I've got historic memory. When attempting to recall a particular detail of or remember a fact, you always succeed on scrutinize test.
Right. So, I'm just looking at his character sheet here. He actually has quite a few things that come into play here. So yeah, you can go ahead and make me a scrutinize test. And you're going to do it at it's going to be a hard scrutinize test.
But what about my historic memory?
And what did your historic memory do, sorry?
He's comparing this guy's gear against every other road warden he's ever seen.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's still at the same difficulty.
No, it's always successful. I don't have to roll.
What?
Or are you saying that it doesn't
That's
matter?
ridiculous. Oh, you put it down there for me. That's ridiculous, Edmund. He is definitely dressed in proper road warden attire. He looks to carry himself
Spike,
properly, and
mohawk.
he's wearing the weapons and everything correctly.
Okay.
So he goes, so who are you? If you're not bandits, what are you doing out here?
We're traveling. We just come from whatever the name of the town was.
Forberg.
Yeah, we've been traveling through the knot. We left there. There was all kinds of troubles. We helped those people. You send somebody to talk to them. They consider us saviors of the town.
He throws that in.
Yeah. He rubs his chin and goes, I heard about the trouble out there. There's some rumor of some human girl leading a band of orcs. They call her Joan of Orcs. So what was your part in all of this?
We helped. There was orcs and mutants, and we sent them on their way. They're no longer in the area. Help bring some justice to the town, and everybody's happy.
Ha! Good. So you slaughtered them?
Yeah, there was orcs that died.
Yes, there were orcs that died. Good. Good. Less orcs and mutants here in this world, the better.
We had to run from a pack of them too, about 4 miles down the road. Beastly looking creatures. One looked like a cow head, another one had tentacle eyes or something.
Yeah.
We had to run for our lives.
I haven't heard any word of that going around.
Chasing some deer across the road, and we ran as fast as we could.
Oh, you're lucky then. With that, as you guys are chatting up the road warden, Otto, the owner of this inn, comes over and goes, I'm sure you want some food. Can I feed you?
Can you ever? What you got?
Oh, I've got some stew on in the back. I'll get you some stew. And he kind of sighs. You can tell he's maybe like hoping that you'd say no. But, and he scuttles off behind the bar into the kitchen.
Ruby's
I
gonna
could
follow.
go for a piece of that ferryman.
Ruby's gonna follow him and back into the kitchen.
Like into the kitchen, or do you want to like it's next to the bar, so you could like stand outside the door. It's the door actually is where right near where that gentleman was with the bulging eyes was mopping previously. So you can kind of stand next to the bar or off to the side of the door, or you just want to barge right into the kitchen.
Well, she doesn't want to barge in. She wants to kind of slip in
Okay.
and just kind of like take a look around, and if she gets noticed, she'll be there to help.
Yeah, go ahead and make
But,
me a stealth check. You're gonna follow behind. He's a really large man, so we'll just do it as standard. There's no pluses or minuses on this. You're kind of like following in his shadow as this little halfling behind this really, really large fat man.
Yeah, she wants to make sure that the ferryman's not in the stew.
You don't want ferryman stew?
I do.
Yeah.
Our ogre wants ferryman stew.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're right behind him, and he like waddles and turns around and goes, "Oh, can I help you, little one?"
I'm that's one of my main jobs is as a cook. I'd love to want to give you a hand. We're not. I don't expect you to feed us all, without a little bit of help. And she's not gonna really wait for an answer. She's gonna try and do a coordination to slip past him into the kitchen, like she's like a pushy girl or something.
Yeah. So you sure, you make. He's not fast. So he's like, "Oh, hey, go back, yeah." And you make your way into the kitchen, and inside the kitchen there's a fire, and there's a pot bubbling on the fire, and you kind of assess the room as he starts to like lumber over, and everything seems to be in order. Nothing seems.
Okay.
This looks like a regular kitchen. There's no blood stains or trails on the floor in here.
Nothing suspicious looking. All right, she'll grab some like bowls or from. I'm sure they're stacked somewhere.
Yeah, they're stacked nearby on a cupboard.
Grab up a tray and start to lay them out like you would if you were about to feed a bunch of people.
Okay,
She'll say, "Are you?" And before, as he's coming over, she'll say, "Now, are your friends eating too?"
No, they've eaten already. Get out of my kitchen! And he kind of like
This is
reaches for
woman's
you,
work.
and he
This is
he,
woman's work.
he grabs the bowls. No, this is my inn. Get out of here. Go back out there.
You don't want any help?
No, I don't need help. Get out.
Oh, come on. She'll put her hands up like, all right. She's like, don't expect you guys to have to do all the work around here. She'll go to the doorway and just kind of lean on it, and she'll say, "So how long you lived in these parts?"
Ruby, you chubby chasing again?
No, she wants to make sure that nothing gets in that stew that would be inappropriate for us. Because even if she doesn't eat, she knows half her crew will, no matter what.
Yeah, it's true. Half the crew will eat no matter what. You know what? The road warden sees this, and he gets up and he starts to walk over.
Now she's leaning in the door jamb, so she's not technically in the.
He can hear. They're like swinging doors to the kitchen, so he can hear what's going on, and he sees what's happening, and he can hear Otto's agitated voice coming from the kitchen saying, "Go, get out of here! Get going! I don't need your help! Get out of my kitchen!" So the road warden starts to get up, and he goes, "Pardon me," to the group of you, and starts to saunter on over. And he pokes his head, and he goes, "We got trouble here."
I'm walking beside him. Matt, am I beside where they were stitching up what's-his-face? The ferryman?
Like where Buddy was mopping?
Yep. Right beside the counter?
Yeah, you're next to the counter of the bar.
There's still blood on the counter?
It's been cleaned off. The bug-eyed dude has done a good job. He's actually scurried out of the room. While you guys have been doing all of this, he was like anxiously, nervously watching all of you, and he quickly mopped up what was the little bit that was left. There wasn't much on the floor when Ruby went over and looked over, and he's now disappeared with his mop and bucket.
Are there other doors or areas in this inn?
Yeah, so you're in the general main floor area. It appears that there are stairs leading upstairs. There's a door to the kitchen, and that's all you can see from here. You're in the main bar room, door to the kitchen next to the bar itself, and a door leading to a hallway with stairs.
Is it typical to have a basement in these types of places, or would it be a dirt floor with like a little bit of a crawl space underneath?
Well, there would be a cellar typically in an inn or tavern to keep the.
Have
the
we
casks.
spotted? Have we spotted where that cellar door would be? Is that obvious?
Have you spotted where a cellar door will be? Go ahead and make me an awareness check when you're in the kitchen.
Oh, I made a roll all night. Why would I start now? Yep. Crit fail.
fail.
No,
fail.
you don't see anything at all, actually.
Yeah.
You see a
Poke
big
your eye in
old
your eye.
cauldron
I'm
of
blind.
stew.
Okay, so it's probably in the kitchen. That would make sense, because you would put your store your vegetables in the cellar, and then you bring them up to the. All right.
You don't see a storage area in here, but yeah, and you definitely don't see a trap door of any sorts.
It's a crit fail, so you know for sure there is no cellar here.
So I'm curious: was the road warden positioned in a way that he could keep an eye on the steps that were going up?
He was sitting directly across from the bar, so he was watching towards the bar and the kitchen door, but not directly watching the steps that would lead upstairs.
Okay, but now he's really distracted, right?
He's over there with you in the kitchen and telling
Okay,
you
but
telling you
the
to get out.
the big fella came over too, right? The ogre. Or half
The ogre walked next to.
I'm
with the
right
warden.
beside him.
Yep.
Okay, so when Ruby sees that, she'll say, "Boy, you guys are really touchy. I apologize." And she'll slip right off and scamper right past the ogre and use him like a pick in a basketball game. So if the guy turns around to follow, he'll just kind of turn right into the ogre. And then she's just going to slip off quietly when she can, as soon as his eyes are averted, and try and scamper upstairs to check that area up.
Okay. Split the party. I love it. All right.
Can I help a little bit more on that?
So yeah, what do you want to do, Edmund?
Oh, sorry, I'll be right back. I forgot my coin in my cart. Boss, you mind helping me? You know how that door sticks on the cart? And head for
Yeah.
Hit
I'll
the
help you.
main door,
I want to
or-
get out of this place anyway.
Like
And
to
I
go back
spit on the
outside,
floor.
Edmund?
We're going to the. I want to go search the loft.
Oh wow, we're really splitting the party. Oh, I love it. We're going in three different ways.
I spit on the floor.
Who's gonna
As I
die
walk out.
tonight? You guys are
We're gonna
breaking the
split it.
golden
Let's
rule.
do it good.
I said, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spit
Marsh,
on the
you
floor.
spit on
Okay.
the floor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
he doesn't like doors. Okay, so
Hey, big man, how much is a room?
Otto goes, a room is, I'll give it to you for, two copper tonight. 2 brass. It's brass.
And how much for that bowl of stew?
Stew? 1 brass piece.
How much for all the stew?
He looks at the bowls, he looks at the cauldron, he looks at you, and kind of, you see him doing some quick mental math. He goes, 7.
Copper?
Yes.
I'll give you 8 for the stew in a room.
All right, well, let me just get spices and freshen it up, and I'll bring it right out to you.
As it is, just give it to me.
He goes, "Get out of my kitchen," and the road warden
I'm
gets
not
between
in your
the road
kitchen.
warden gets between you and goes, "Hey, back off,
All right.
all right?"
All right, so Ruby totally then has her chance to get up the steps and look around.
That was the game plan, Mike.
So
Very nice.
cut to Ruby. You actually there's a hallway that you enter. To the west are stairs leading up. To the east, at the end of the hallway, is another room with a door.
There's no other doors up here?
Not on this main floor. This is before you go up the stairs to the second floor. So there's stairs
okay.
leading up, and there's down the hallway opposite the stairs. There's the room with a closed door.
Anything, okay, so she'll listen to the door real quickly.
Yeah, you walk over to the door, and you put your ear to it. Why don't you make me an eavesdrop test? Standard eavesdrop test. No, you know what? It's raining outside, so you're straining against the thunder and lightning. Do standard.
Hey, crit fail again.
Crit fail. You hear absolutely nothing. It is dead silent. It's like a tomb in there.
All right.
Might
Is
as
the
well
door
go
locked?
in, buddy.
Yeah,
Is the door locked?
You try the door and it's unlocked.
Before she goes in there, she's going to head back upstairs.
Are you sure? Come on, you did crit fail there, Ruby.
No, well, if you feel like that's Well, she didn't hear anything, so she figured nobody was in there.
Okay.
But she'll go in if you think that's metagaming.
It's a little. What's a little metagaming, I think.
Okay, she'll go ahead and slide the door open just a crack and peek in.
Sure. You slide the door open, and you see a storage room. It's lined with provisions and shelves and such. Seems like a standard storage room. But in the middle of the room, there is seems to be a trapdoor to a cellar.
Okay. She'll slip in and shut the door,
Okay.
and then she's gonna go over. Good.
Okay. Tell me what you want to do, and then we're gonna cut over to Barsh and Edmund.
There's nobody else in the room, right?
Nobody else in here.
Okay, she'll slip over, and then she's gonna again listen to the door or listen to the trap door.
Yeah, go ahead and make another standard eavesdrop test.
Yay!
Ooh, a critical success. You can hear some murmuring coming from down there.
Interesting. Okay, how? Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Is there anything heavy that she could use to lock the door with up here? Or is there any? Is there any?
Yeah. There's like big bags of like flour and grain, and there's like barrels in here.
Barrel.
It's
Okay.
just a poor bug-eyed mutant.
Yeah. Bug eyes.
Right.
Marty Feldman's down there.
She's gonna position the barrel to. Is there any oil in here?
Oh yeah, good question. Good question. No, there's no oil. They would have used like fat and stuff for cooking, not oil typically. And something you'd probably find in the cellar so that it wouldn't spoil.
Bag of flour?
Oh yeah, bag of flour. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. So here's what she'd do. She'd get like a bag of flour out, and she'll use her knife to cut it across the top so that it's ready to shoot out. Her goal would be to use it like a dirty trick, to dump it on whoever's coming up, to coat them in flour, and to completely blind them.
Okay.
She's going to do that as quietly as possible, and then she's going to try and position a barrel. How does the trapdoor open? Is it hinged?
Yeah, it's hinged. It appears that it opens up, like towards you would spring up.
Right. So one end is hinged, the other end lifts up from the edge.
Correct.
Right? Okay, so she would just want to. Is there a barrel that she could just kind of gently roll on its outer edge, such that if she needed to, she could drop. What she wants to do is be able to drop it over a corner on that edge away from the hinge. You know what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I see what you're going for.
All right, so because what she wants to do is she wants to be in position to open the door, and she figures there's two different. Here's what's in her head right now. There's two different options. She opens the door, and there's a bunch of people tied up down there, or there's a bunch of bandits hiding down there. And if there's a bunch of bandits and they start rushing the steps, she's gonna flip the flour over, slam the door, and then roll the barrel.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a. You're little, eh? Yeah, you're little. We're gonna make a quick check here, and then we'll do a quick break. Make me a challenging brawn athletics roll to get that barrel, that heavy barrel over.
Wants to do it as quietly as possible too.
Exactly.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll that. Challenging. And athletics. Here it comes. Yep.
All right.
Got
it. You get it over there and put it on the edge of the door, and you're very happy with your handiwork, Ruby.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. So, you guys down for just a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll cut to Edmund and Barsh in the stables?
Yep. I'm switching computers.
Switching computers, okay. All right, we will be back.
Oh,
You're the only two that matter. All right, we are back. And we're going to jump over to Barsh and Edmund going back to the stables. All right, so you guys head back to the stables. The two of you, you make your way to the door. You can still hear the horses. The horses in there just going crazy. You open the door. They're all still tied up, Edmund. But they're very, very, very uneasy.
I think we
and
should
like I
check
said,
this out.
Pardon me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just jumping in.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Bosh, I think we should check this out, see if the story is straight.
yeah. You want to check the loft?
Yeah. Needed some muscle with me in case things weren't what they seem. So I'll see if I can get up there, or if it seems like it's too flimsy for me, then Barsh will have to.
No, the ladder up to the hayloft is actually quite sturdy. So you guys make your way up there. You got your lantern out, Barsh?
No, I gave it to. Who did I
Edmund?
give
Yeah,
it to?
we'll get it, because I forgot to say earlier, I would say for sake of things, I'll ping that I'd have the wagon backed up right there, so
Sure.
if we needed to, we could get the horse hooked up quick and then haul ass.
Okay. Yeah,
Trying
yeah,
to grab
sure.
the-
So you grab the lantern, you bring it in there. So you guys make your way up to the hayloft, and you get up there, and right away you can see some thing lying in the hay up there, and there's blood, a trail of blood and blood everywhere. There's a body lying in the hay.
Check it out. Can we tell, like, how was it killed? Is it human?
It appears to be human, and it looks like it was killed with a sword to the head. Took a sword to the head. And you look a little closer and you see like bite marks all over one of his arms. Like something's gnawed on his arm.
So you can pull up, like, push up his legs, or like the pants or anything like that, just to kind of look to see if there's any other markings and check the pockets.
Yeah. So you search the body and if you're looking for markings and stuff, there's no signs of chaos on this. There's markings of chaos on this thing. Everything seems to be placed. There's no tentacles for hands or fur on the body or anything like that. No, it just appears to be a young man. Took a sword blow to the head, and there's like gnaw marks all over his right arm.
I yell up, check his pockets for pennies.
Yeah. Are you already
Like,
doing that?
corruption? Are we getting corruption here?
Get
Check
practical.
his pockets
Bro,
for
I
pennies.
said I was searching the pockets.
You're funny. You search the
I'm way ahead
pockets.
of you.
There's nothing on him.
What are the bite marks?
He's
Does it look
still
like a
warm. That's
human-sized
not corpse
mouth,
robbing.
an animal? What?
Yeah, it looks it doesn't look like animal. It doesn't seem to be like fang marks or anything. It's like it's just been gnawed at. Do you want to make a check? Do you want to like scrutinize it or
Oh
something?
yeah, if there's something
Yeah.
I can tell anything maybe specific about it.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a standard scrutinize test.
Nope, looks like a bite
Yeah,
mark.
it's just it's bitten and gnawed and chewed on. Barsh, you can go ahead and make one as well too
Yeah.
if you want to take a
Will you
closer
make
look
it?
at
Oh,
it.
I didn't climb up there. I'm down.
Oh, you're down below. Okay.
Hey, okay, I'll do it. Hey, looks like he's had his arm chewed on. You want to come look at this?
Why would I want to look at that? Seen enough in the pits. I know what a body looks like.
Well, you might see if these bite marks are human. I'm sure you've been bit.
Push him down here.
Oh,
The horses are already spooked. That's gonna scare the shit out of them. You
I'll
afraid of
climb
heights
up
there,
there.
man?
yeah. So while Barsh is climbing up and you're surveying the area, Evan, you notice there's drips coming from a spot on the roof, and you take a closer look, and there's a trap door. There's a ladder leading up to a trap door that goes up to the roof, and there's blood smeared down the ladder.
Oh, there's other trouble up here too. Yeah, get up here.
And Barsh gets up there. He takes a look at the body. The bite marks look to be. They're not animal. Look like something with teeth akin to possibly a human?
Look his here, Bosh. We got other things. I just kind of point to the blood dripping down.
Yeah.
I've seen bites like this. What is that? What are you pointing at?
And shine the light on it better.
Whoa. Something up there is bleeding.
Is there any kind of like
Smeared in
long
blood.
pole thing, like a pitchfork in here, something with like a long arm that I can use to? Is like a push open type door? Or
Yeah,
what?
you'd have to push it open. It open up. There is a pitchfork because there's hay up here, right? So you'd have to pitch the hay down. We didn't do the order in chaos ranks. Barsh, good call. Everybody gets a point of order. Nobody had enough chaos or corruption to get chaos.
So we should be.
You guys
4
gotta be.
for-
You guys have to do bad things. You have to do more bad things so I can give you chaos.
It's coming.
Okay.
Point taken.
Just wait, it's coming.
We're one
I wanna-
bad day away from it.
So I want to get like this pitchfork or something like that and try to push the trap door open.
Okay, yeah, you easily do. So, as soon as you push it open, you're greeted by torrential downpour of rain from outside. So this leads up onto the roof, and there's just
But
rain
nothing
pouring
was
down on
like
you.
preventing it, like laying on top of it. Okay, I'll crawl up and stick my head out with the lantern, kind of look.
Okay, so the ladder now is just like it's covered in, smeared in blood, and now rainwater. So I'm gonna get you to make
I'll
me.
grab some hay,
Yeah.
hold some hay to kind of wipe it off, and also to use it as the hay as a grip as I'm
Yeah.
crawling up.
Okay. I'm gonna get you to make me a standard athletics check then, because you're using. I was gonna make it harder, but you're using something to kind of wipe it down and grip. Standard athletics check. Oh, look at you, Twinkle Toes Edmund, the 300-pound Twinkle Toes. Yeah, so you get up on the roof, and the rain's just pouring down. Your hair is getting all matted down. Your eyes are just covered by rainwater, and you look around, and you're unable to see anything up here, other than the surrounding forests and trees. Like you scan the roof, it's a thatched roof, so it curves, so you can't see on the other side of the curve of the roof, but you can see your area, and you don't see anything up here. And you looking at the roof, it's quite steep, the curve. So if you wanted to, or the slope, if you wanted to go up there, it would be rather difficult.
Yeah, I'm
With
not
the
going to
rain.
risk that. Well, if it's something up here, it's on the other side of the roof, and looks a bit too dodgy to try to be doing that right now with this rain. So I'll close the hatch as I come down.
Sure.
If something's up there, I can't see it.
Okay, let's cut back to Erg now. So Erg, you're standing next to the kitchen door, and the road warden has kind of pushed you aside and is going into the kitchen. He goes, back off. Let this man work. He's let you into his inn this night after a bandit attack. We don't know who you are. We barely trust you. Just take a seat.
If he's going to be playing with that stew, I'm not going to be buying it.
He's just preparing it for you.
I just wanted the pot and a spoon.
Yeah.
Do I look fancy?
He just shakes his head, and he walks past you into the kitchen. Go ahead. What are you doing when he walks past you?
Just standing there. I'm making him push me out of the way a bit.
Okay.
He's going to force himself through all 630 pounds of me.
Okay. Yeah, all right, he's gonna push his way around you.
Time for him to make an athletics check.
Are you like, so you're getting pushy with him? Oh.
No, I'm just
this is
standing
this is
there.
a-
I'm just
this is a
not getting out of
lawman
the way.
You're messing around with it. He goes, move out
I'm
of the way.
hungry.
Move out of the way, and I will assist Otto in bringing out the pot of stew.
You know, how do we know you're not a bandit?
I'm a man of the law.
We could have used you in that last town we were at.
Well, you should have called for assistance rather than parlaying with mutants.
We did what now? Save the town?
Actually, we didn't tell him we parlayed.
Rumors have spread. Like I said earlier, rumors have spread of your deeds in Vorburg. You are now known in these parts. That is a fact. Good and bad.
I'll tell you what. I might just drink my dinner instead.
What does that mean? Are you gonna drink his blood? What are you going for there, Erg?
I'm gonna sit down and have a couple beers.
Oh, okay, you sit at the bar. So where are you sitting in relation to the door? Are you gonna sit next to the door or near the door? What do you want to do from here?
I'm trying to give Ruby a little bit of cover to get back into the room.
Right. Okay, so the warden's gonna go into the kitchen with him.
There's no one else left in the room with me, right?
No, it's just you.
Can I see into the kitchen as well as where Ruby would be coming from?
You could see. No, you'd have to go to the other end of the room. Like, the bar is. Let me draw a shape for you. So inside this room, there is a wall here, down here. That's the hallway that Ruby's down. Can you see the lines that I'm drawing? Let's make them thicker. Ruby is in a room right there. This is the... Oh, my ping. This here would be the kitchen. The bar goes... like that. So the door to the kitchen is right next to the bar. And
You know what, Matt? I'm going to go sit back in front of the fire where I can see into the kitchen and the door to Ruby.
sure. And this is the hallway that Ruby went
I'm
down.
assuming the fire's over here, right?
Correct. So you can now scan the whole room. So Ruby, opposite of where you are the stairs leading up. Does that make sense now?
Oh, okay. So they're way over there. All right, that's fine.
They're over there. You're down a long hallway. You're in a storage room over there. You've got the kitchen here, the bar, and then the stairs up.
Yep.
Okay?
Are there any doors on the back here?
Not in the storage room, nope.
No, but I mean along this back wall. That's the outside
no.
gate, I guess.
Yes, exactly. That's adjacent to the gate. So you're going the room. Okay, very good. All right, let's go back to Ruby. Ruby, you've successfully put the barrel over the trap door. Where would you like to go now?
Do I think that's enough to keep it from being able to be opened?
Why don't you scrutinize that? Why don't you?
Okay.
Right? You want to scrutinize your handiwork? Go ahead and make a routine scrutinize. I'll give you a +10 on it, even.
All right. Good. Yeah, not enough to.
Nah,
for me to figure
you're
it out.
like, yeah, I'm pretty positive this will keep anything down there.
That was a
That's-
-10.
it's a
What's
minus 10. You gave yourself a -10 instead of a +10. It was supposed to be harder.
Oh, that's weird. Why did that happen? Hang on. How did that happen?
Go ahead and reroll.
At the top, you had it on challenging. I think you need to move it to routine.
That's
What?
the rule. If you roll incorrectly, you get to re-roll, just like we do on Tuesday nights, Mike. So go ahead, make it an easier roll for
Yes.
yourself.
I swear I said it properly. Let me try it again. Yeah, but you're right. It did get harder.
Yeah, you made it harder on yourself.
I don't understand why that happened. Hang on. Oh, all right. Got it that time.
Yeah.
It did change. You know what? It didn't. I made the change, but it didn't register. That's weird. But that time it did register. So did I make it?
You did make it. So yeah, you ascertain that this would keep anything down there that's down there.
Okay, so I'm comfortable with the barrel. All right. Well, then she's gonna quietly. So she figures there's one of two things is the case. Either there are people that are supposed to be in the inn are tied up down there, or the rest of the bandits are down there. Either way, the fact that there's people murmuring in a dark cellar indicates that something is afoot. And rather than try to deal with them if they're bandits, she just wants to remove them as a possible variable. So she's got them trapped, and now she wants to go and inform the others. So she's going to slip down the hallway, and when she sees the big guy,
yep,
she's going to slide over next to him, and she's going to climb up on, like she normally does. She's going to hop up and give him a big kiss because they're good friends. And when she kisses him, she's going to whisper a little sweet nothing in his ear and say, there's some folks talking in the root cellar. I don't know if they're friend or foe. They're out of the way for now. They're trapped. Something's not right.
These two seem really, really worried about this stew.
Don't eat it.
Nobody wants in this bloody kitchen. Nobody's allowed in.
Don't eat it. I'm going to have a quick look upstairs. But be on your guard. And with that, she hops off, and she's going to head back upstairs.
We're going to pause. We're going to pause before we can leave the room timeout. We're going to go back to Edmund and Barsh.
Yeah, if that's all that we found, I would say we'd be heading back unless you think there's something else, Barsh.
So, yes. So, I'm going to say if that's all you guys found, you're heading back, and you're getting back in the room as Ruby re-enters. So, the whole party is being rejoined, and as Ruby comes back and you guys come through the door, Otto and the road warden are coming through the kitchen with the pot of stew. They're both lugging it together and cursing under their breaths, carrying this heavy pot of stew, and they hoist it up and boom, bring it down on a table. And Otto goes, so you wanted the whole thing, eh? There you go. And he puts some bowls down and some spoons, and he's muttering to himself, and he's cleaning his hands on his apron, and he's just kind of agitated, and he makes his way back behind the bar.
That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Governor.
I did tell you I was going to drink my dinner now after all your guys farting around.
I'll make a big bowl of stew and eat it.
Okay. All right. Edmund chows down on the stew.
Now, did the road warden and the other guy walk off?
Yeah, the road warden's gone back to sitting by the fire, and the innkeeper is working behind the bar. He's gone back behind the bar, and he's kind of like cleaning glasses and such, and like glancing back up at you every once in a while. And
Okay, so in between,
go ahead.
sorry. In between stuffing my mouth, I'm going to in low tones. So, yeah, there's a body up in the loft. Looks like it's sore below the head, but its arm looks like it's been chewed on too by maybe a human. There's another ladder going to the roof, lots of blood on it, but I couldn't see anything. I checked the roof, there was nothing, but there's another side of the roof I couldn't get to.
Did you guys bring me a piece of that ferryman? I'm starving.
So is
You
it
won't eat that body?
corruption?
As an ogre, I will eat that.
That's right. He doesn't get
Full
corruption
on.
for eating fit people and things. That's like an ogre trait that he has.
Okay.
That's just meat to me, man.
No, was there anything other than the bites, like on the arm? Was there anything missing, like chunks of body missing?
Nope. Everything else is there. Oh, just a giant gash to his head.
All right,
What
okay.
appears a sword.
No, he's still in the loaf, I guess, if you're feeling that hungry.
I just bought you guys all this stew.
Let me check something here. I want to see something, Edmund. Is everybody eating the stew, or just Edmund?
I am not. I listen to my hobbitses.
My hobbitses. Go ahead and roll me a percentile die, Edmund. Is anybody else eating the stew?
Just straight percentile.
Yeah, just roll a D100. Okay. Hey, Devil Dog is now following us. Hey, man, how's it going? I don't know, but you're here. Welcome. You're here to troll me, and I'm okay with that. It was lonely without you trolling me on Sunday nights. Glad you're here. Why doesn't everybody roll a percentile? Let's do that. Just roll me D100.
Do you need Ruby too, or no?
Yeah, everybody who's there at the table.
Well, Ruby's not there. She was going upstairs. Remember?
So, as you came back
Except
into the
when you got
room,
back.
and the others came back in the inn, these guys came out carrying the pot. Did you want to slip away while they were entering the room, or were you going to wait?
I wanted to be out of there before they came back in, if I could.
Unfortunately, the timing didn't work out in your favor. And now you've got the two of them in the room. You could try to stealth out there. Barsh, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Well, the ogre knows what I want to do.
Yes,
He
he
knows
does.
Ru-
You gave him a big
Hey,
old kiss.
I will
Hey
just.
guys, what
Okay.
you got to drink? Can any of you get me a beer? Road warrior, why don't you go?
Max.
Well, you seem to be good help.
Road
Why don't
warrior.
you help him find me a drink?
He glances at you, goes, "Is that the way you talk to an officer of the law? I'm not gonna fetch you a
Officer
drink."
of the law.
I kind of, I look at him, kind of tap him on the leg. I'm like, yeah, that's he's the real deal.
I'm going to walk around Edmund and block the way for Ruby to go kind of straight
To
behind
walk
me.
between your legs because you're 8 feet tall and she's like 3 feet tall.
That's the game plan.
All right, you've got two sets of eyes on you, though. You've got Otto over behind the bar and the road warden. So, Ruby, you can go ahead and make me a stealth roll. It's going to be at a hard.
Nah, you know what?
Minus
Ruby's
20.
not going to bother. She's going to wait for a distraction.
Okay. So,
I'll tell you what. How about I pour you guys a beer, and I start walking over to the bar.
That's my ogre.
so
Thank
you
you.
start walking over to the bar. He goes, Otto goes, I'll get you a beer, and you let me set you up with a room for the night. You guys, can I get you set up, get comfy?
That'd be most appreciated, Governor.
All right. He goes,
All right, when that happens and she starts to walk off, am I able to slip up there then?
It's going to be stealth roll, and it's still going to be the same difficulty. You got the road warden watching you, staring at you.
I'm going to ask Road Warrior if he wants a beer.
Hey, road warden. Yeah, you just shout
No,
out to
I'm calling
Warden,
him
you wanna
Road Warrior.
be- He goes,
I'm calling him Road
he
Warrior.
goes, the name is Hans, and no, I have a drink.
What you drinking?
Ale.
Why don't we start over? I'll sit with you and we'll have a drink together. Make friends here. Do my best to try civilize.
Why don't you try and charm him? He's not too keen on you right now, Erg. Why don't you try and give me a minus 10 charm. You haven't gotten on his good side.
Minus 10, did you say, or
Minus
20?
10, yeah. I won't give you a minus 20. That's too mean. I only give that to Ruby when she's trying to slip out of the room. He goes,
He really doesn't like me.
he goes, I don't want to drink with you, ogre. And Otto's trying to shoo you. Get out from behind me, bar. And he's shooing you out.
How about a bowl of stew there, Hans?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be eating that stew now.
Edmund is.
Edmund did.
No, I mean the other guys.
Good, more for me.
Oh man.
Hey, he's gluttonous. I'm gonna give you I'll give you a point of corruption for your gluttony.
Yeah.
Because you're eating beyond your means. It's just disgusting watching you eat right now, Edmund. It's just gross. The others are shaking their heads and they're going like, "Don't eat this. Like, we don't know what's going on with this, and you're just like, yeah, get out of here, and you're just
It's
shoveling
food
your
and then
face.
burp real loud.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go-
exactly.
Come on now.
That's his kryptonite.
Food, yeah.
I hand a bowl to our host and Hans.
Yeah, Otto goes, I've already eaten. And Hans shakes his head and agrees. Hans goes, it's late. We've eaten already.
There's a good copper in it for you, Otto, if you join us.
I'm not hungry. You don't need to pay me to eat with you. He goes,
Just
when
want
you're done,
your company, man.
let me show you to your rooms. All right?
I don't know if I'll be able to sleep with nobody liking me in here.
Done. He goes, you dunderhead.
Yeah. Just think how we want to do this. So the other two that came in, where are they right now?
The other two, Barsh and
Yeah.
Edmund.
Yeah.
Where are the two of you? Well, Edmund, you're sitting at the table eating, right? Next to the pot of
Yep.
stew. Barsh, where are you?
I would be in there also. I would have left the bar with him.
So where are you in the common area of the inn here? Are you sitting at the table with Edmund, or over at the bar with Erg agitating the innkeeper?
No, I would be over at the table. I would
Sure.
be avoiding the innkeeper.
Okay,
Okay.
so those two are at least a few feet away from the. How far are they from the watch warden?
He's sitting near the fire, and the fire's like here. He's
Okay.
just staring at you guys.
All right. Well, is Ruby able to whisper in somebody's ear, or is that like a stealth check just to like?
If you
whisper
don't
something?
want them to see you, then yeah, you're gonna have to make a roll.
No, I don't care if they see me, but she's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
whisper.
Then yeah, you can just go over and whisper in someone's ear. That's fine.
Yeah, she's
I'm
gonna whisper.
sure I've got 90% of their attention, Mike.
Yeah, okay. So she's just going to whisper in each of their ears, and this is what she's going to say. She's going to say, I've got some people trapped in the cellar. Don't know why they're down there. We can't go to bed if there's a bunch of thugs waiting to kill us." And she'll say that to both of them. She's literally going to just jump on them like a kid might or something. And give them a hug, and when she leans in, she's going to go right into their ear and whisper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you whisper this to him. You're lucky. You know that, right? You know I'm rolling eavesdrop tests over there.
I know you are.
All right. Yeah. You whisper stuff to them. They Otto and Hans seem none the wiser.
So,
am I going to say something stupid and ask him who's in the basement?
oh really?
Oh, roll for it. He's a dunderhead. He always rolls to see if he.
Oh, okay.
What does a 4 mean on your dunderhead table?
Yes.
It means I'm not going to do it.
Yay. Okay.
Okay. So.
Ruby-
Okay,
Good.
Ruby. Go no.
Ruby would just ask. She'd say, "Is anyone else staying at the inn?"
He goes, no. The inn's empty.
Totally empty.
Totally empty.
Just the three of you.
Just the three of us. Yes.
Where's that other bug-eyed dude?
Last I heard him, he was out dumping the bucket of blood. He should be around here somewhere. Perhaps he's poking around in the storeroom.
Okay.
And with that, he comes out from behind the bar. He goes, "Let me get you set up for the evening. It's late. I'd like to call it a night. I'm sure the warden would as well. Allow me to get you set up, and let me show you to where you can stay."
Sir, we were chased by mutants here. I think we're not going to sleep till the rain's done.
Not gonna sleep.
Ruby will say, "Yeah, my blood's kind of up. The adrenaline, you know. I don't think I could sleep now if I wanted to."
Well, I'm gonna close up the bar. I'm gonna close up this area, and like I said, I want to retire for the night, so I'd have more peace of mind knowing you're not down here drinking my drink and eating me food. Allow me to show you upstairs.
So I'm gonna. Where's the ogre?
I'm right in front of the bar.
All right, Ruby's gonna walk over and take him by the hand, and say, "Walk this way, big fella." And she's literally gonna walk him to the door opening here.
Yeah.
Park him in the door opening. And then she's gonna look to the other two, and she's gonna draw a rapier, but she's not gonna point it.
Okay.
She's gonna hold it down. She's gonna say, "Gentlemen, I need you." She'll look to the watch warden. She'll say, "I know you have people hidden downstairs in the cellar. We're not going to bed because there's too many unanswered questions. I need you to put your weapons down."
Yeah. All right. It's playing out much differently than I expected. The warden, with that, gets up. And
she'll just say, "Look, I know that you are a hard man. I know that you can fight, but there's too many of us. Your friends are locked in the basement. I've seen to that. I don't want to have to kill you. Put your weapons down." And she's going to try and make a
intimidate.
She will make. Well, let me see what she'll do here.
Wow,
she's gonna
Ruby.
And he's just kind of like looking up, like watching what the fuck's going on, but he's still eating.
But she's going to try and be charming about it.
What about Barsh? Erg, are you guys kind of taken back by this?
I'm waiting. My hand goes into one of my pouches, and I'm waiting to see if he goes for his weapon.
Same. I'm just staring.
You guys, wow. Okay, so you're trying to. Well, this is more of an intimidate there, Ruby. You're drawing your weapon.
All right,
threatening them. This is not a charm. So you can charm them, and it's gonna be at a. It's not gonna be easy, Ruby. You're gonna have to give me some misfortune points here, maybe. We'll do this challenging.
I'd pass that on to challenging.
It's a
You're
reroll,
gonna make me
though.
reroll it.
Oh yeah, this is not the right skill here, Ruby.
Okay, you want me to do a an intimidate?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. What is intimidate? Where is that?
Under
Matt, can I help?
I want you guys aren't in on this. He just kind of led you, or she led you over and just did this. So I'm gonna say you're not in on this plan. Ruby's doing this on her own.
What am I at? Challenging or routine or what?
Challenging.
All right. You're tough on little old Ruby.
Ruby's getting pretty big for her britches here.
All right, she failed.
Do you want to spend a fortune point?
I don't see how that changes the outcome here much. I mean, she fails. What, he attacks? So no. If she fails, then she fails.
Okay. The ogre's name is not Bert, but that would have been hilarious. The road warden gets up and draws his mortuary sword and he goes, "Oh, looks like we do have some bandits here. We let you in and you threaten us? Put the sword away, halfling."
Not threatening you. Who are the people in the basement?
"I don't know. Well, maybe we should take a closer look." And he looks over at Otto, who looks quite nervous.
He just dropped his sword.
Who? Who did?
Oh, never mind. I actually have this on the wrong difficulty. The second he was pulling out his sword, I was casting Cack-handed Grasp on him.
So you rolled an 81.
Yeah, I had the wrong difficulty. Do I need to re-roll the thing?
You sure do.
Much better.
Yeah, so anyone you can see, you gain 3 chaos.
Wow!
And 1 corruption. Woo-hoo-hoo. Erg is on his way to becoming a mutant.
His sword just went out of his hand.
All right. So after 6, go ahead. Why don't you explain? Why am I going to read the description? Go ahead and explain what happens.
So I have my hand in a little pouch of animal fat on my belt. The second he pulls out his sword, I casted Cack-Handed Grasp, and his sword went flying out of his head and across the out of easy reach for him. So, looking at where is he in relation to the rest of us in this place, Matt?
He's literally up against the wall.
Yeah, he's right here, sitting next to the fireplace. So his sword.
So yeah, his sword is probably closer to Barsh,
It's
Ruby, or
slid towards Barsh and Edmund.
Probably-
It's split underneath that table there. He goes, "What the devil?" And he starts walking for his sword.
Barsh grabbed that.
Barsh, are you there?
Barsh?
Oh, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Now we
Yeah.
can.
I switched computers. I'm on push to talk on this computer.
Okay. All right. So this sword just flew under the table, out of the road warden's hand, and Erg is urging you to pick it up.
I don't pick it up. I stand up and I step on it.
All right. So it lands on the table. Barsh kicks it out from under the table and he stands on it. What do you draw your weapon? Or you just stand with your arms crossed, or what do you do?
I stand on it and I have I grab my Morgenstern.
Sir, you a little nervous pulling a weapon on 4 people at once?
I get it from my chair.
Seem
and
to
I
have yanked
take
it right out of your scabbard.
I get it with my bowl, and I move around the table where I can sit my back against the wall so I can watch what's going on better as I
Just
continue to
keep
eat.
eating? All right, I'll give you another corruption for that.
All right.
I love it.
Ruby just says to the warden at this point, she says,
Here,
"Look,
let's do this. Here, let's put him there. Actually, I have a token for him. Could have put that out there earlier.
Ruby says, if we were actually bandits, we'd have murdered you by now, right?"
Oh, the one goes, You've drawn your weapons on me. You made the first move.
No, I just want to work with me here. If we were the bad guys, we would just cut your throat now.
How do I know
Like
you're going
bash
to do
his
that?
skull in.
You threw your weapon at one of us.
Something I didn't do that by free will. Something took a hold of me. It was-
Does he
chaos
have any other
inside.
weapons on him?
Yeah, he does. He has a Oh, actually, it was a rapier that he pulled and it flew across the room. Sorry. He's got a
Oh.
dirk on his belt.
Okay. Say, Ruby will just say, put your hands down. Settle down. Where's the other guy? What's his
Yeah.
name?
Which one? The one behind the bar?
Yeah.
Otto. Otto's standing there and he's got his hands up and he looks terrified. He's like, "Oh, what is going on? Get out of here!
Otto, who are
You
the
attacked a
people
man.
in the basement?
I don't know." The road warden says, "Let's if there's people down there, let's go check it out. I'm a man of the law. Let's go down there and investigate."
That's the thing, though. We don't know that you're a man of the law.
I'm pretty sure he is, Governor. He looks like the real deal. I've unfortunately run into a few of them.
He's a little jumpy though, isn't he?
Well, we probably gave him good cause for that.
I mean, he's right. Look at us.
All right.
Give me the sword back. Trust goes both ways.
No. If there's a bunch of thugs down in that basement, we're only going to beat them if they're divided.
But he's not one of them. We're going to need some help.
Why would he be sitting here if he wasn't one of them?
Same reason we are. He's traveling through.
The
just saying,
warden's
I got
nodding his
feeling-
head. He's like, "It's a dark, stormy night. I ran off some bandits earlier tonight. What do you mean, why am I here?
Okay, hey, wait. You said you killed bandits earlier, right?
No, I got here just as they were timing to scare him away. They killed the ferryman before.
How'd they kill him?
The sword.
Stab him in the gut, I guess?
Yeah, they ran him through.
Right in the gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep the sword. He's a fucking liar. I took a sword to the head.
What? What are you talking about?
The body we went and checked out in the loft over there, he had a sword cut right in the head, nothing in his gut.
Let's go investigate.
We already did that, Governor.
We
just got there.
We got some rope. So Ruby's gonna say, look, I don't mean to be. If you're the lawman, you're gonna be just fine because we're not gonna kill you, but we are gonna tie you up. And if you don't let us tie you up, we're gonna have to kill you.
I was on your side till you lied to me, Governor.
So turn around
Well,
and let us
man,
bind
kill
your
me.
hands.
So you guys all standing with your weapons out and drawn and...
Yeah, I'll get my blackjack ready and I'll stand up and put my food.
I love your little blackjack. You got a bowl in one hand and a blackjack in the other.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys are... You overpower him, you outnumber him. So you're able to tie him up.
All right.
Otto is behind the bar, he's just shivering. He's cowering with fear.
Otto, come on over. You're next.
What are you gonna do? No.
So you kill us the rest of the story.
Let's go take a look at what's down there.
We will, but we're gonna tie you up first, so we don't have to kill you.
How many bodies y'all put up in the loft? Tell me the story. Tell me true.
The loft, there's one body, a ferryman.
I've already been out there. There's only one body, right?
Right.
Nothing on the roof?
Nothing on the roof.
Then why is there blood leading up to the roof?
I don't know. We put the body up there. I don't know. He when you start asking about the roof and blood, he looks even more agitated.
Of course, there's a third option here.
Fidgeting and fiddling even more with
A
stuff.
third option might be that there's like something loose in the camp, and it was eating the body, and you scared it away. That was what was bothering the horses, and it ran up through the ceiling to get out. That's Ruby will just say that aloud, but she's still waving this guy over. She says, "Look, if you didn't do anything wrong, you're going to be fine. We don't really kill people that aren't bad."
Okay.
She's gonna go over to him and tie him up.
Yeah, it's 4-1 now, so he puts up a bit of a fight, but you're able to get him restrained.
I want to be very clear about this next part. She's not looting or stealing from them, but she is searching them.
3 corruption.
She's looking for anything that would contradict their stories of who they are.
So Otto, all you find a cudgel and a dirk, so he was carrying a weapon, but you don't find anything out of the ordinary on him. The road warden, when you're like checking him over, you notice that there's a stab wound on his back, his lower back, and it's bloodstained.
Okay, where'd you get this?
Let me roll. I got it from the bandits, and he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. All right. So if we go search the upstairs, we're not going to find anybody, right?
I don't know.
Otto?
Otto shakes his head no.
Okay. Let's see here.
In your basement.
Someone want to come with the Ruby upstairs, and we'll check the upstairs before we deal with the cellar?
I'll go.
Okay.
Watch these two.
Keep an eye on these two. Mind the cellar, and we're going to go up and poke around up there.
Okay. It looks like we won't finish this in one session. Let's do the upstairs. We'll have to call it after that because we're getting close to our cutoff time, and I know for our East Coast players it is getting damn late. So upstairs won't take too long. We'll do that. and we'll pick up next week where we left off, and we'll just we'll be able to go right into something about Marie. There won't be any lull. So let's go upstairs
Okay.
and quickly do that. I know we got 5 minutes here.
It's all right. I don't have to. I don't have to dash out it on the nose, just so you know.
So you guys go up the stairs, and you enter into a common room. Can you guys see anything? I think there's dynamic lighting in here, or maybe not. Can you guys see this?
It's dark for me. Let me see.
It's dark.
All black.
Oh, now we get to the tactical map. Great.
Right? Let's do this and this. Okay, can you see Erg? Can you see anything?
I can't see anything.
I can't see a thing.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Oh, there it goes.
So the 2 players can see things, but the people watching can't. Great.
I can't.
Or
see
the other
anything.
players can't. The people watching can see my screen.
I can see. I can see.
So the two characters up there can see. So,
Yeah.
Is anybody else go upstairs, or was it just Erg and Ruby?
We're watching the other two.
Right. Okay. So you
just
guys-
out of curiosity, anybody ever watch Max and Ruby?
No.
Do you know what that is?
No, I haven't heard of it.
You'll know what that. Yeah,
Those
Matt,
bunnies, yes.
yes, the Max and Ruby and Max. That's kind of what this reminds me of.
Okay. So
Matt,
hey,
you'll get with your kids. You'll learn about Max and Ruby. It's
All right.
it's Canadian actually.
Stop moving, you two.
Oh.
Stop moving.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Sorry.
two of you enter into a common area. It's dirty. The bedding is soiled. It looks like it's been unkept for quite some time. You guys look through the common area, and there's nothing out of the ordinary here. And it leads to down a hallway to the south. So you guys can...
All right.
Here, I'll move you. So you hook around the hallway, and you come to a door, which is locked when you try it.
Okay. Any sounds coming from the in there?
Go ahead and make me a standard eavesdrop test.
Damn it! Hold on.
No, you
it
don't
did
hear-
the.
don't
No,
hear.
hold on. It's not right. It's not right. It did the
All
difficulty
right.
thing again, which is really good because it burned out my 93 there. Hold on. I think I'm having trouble with stuff resetting when I reset it. All right, here we go.
Okay. Eavesdrop
go.
test. All right, you fail. No.
What?
Did you roll again? I don't see
Yeah,
it.
5.
I see a
I don't
93 on
see it.
mine. Does anybody
The
else see
5
it?
didn't.
I only see 93.
The 5 didn't come up yet.
No.
It's on mine. I'm not making it up. That's weird.
Oh, I
You
got a
guys-
connection to the server interrupted.
Oh.
Am I the only one?
I'm
Do I
gonna
need to-
refresh.
Yeah, let's refresh this. I got to.
Hmm.
All right, let's
There's
see.
the 5.
There it
just
is.
I refreshed mine, so now everybody can see the 5. All right, I see it. We're back. Okay, so you do not hear anything at all on the other side of the door.
All right, she'll keep going
But
down the
it's
hallway.
locked.
It is locked when you try to open it.
Ruby, should I take this door down?
Before we go making a lot of noise, let's go look around the next corner.
Sure.
Ruby's just gonna peek around the next. She could do like a
Try you guys
commando peek, or the ogre's
Or
just gonna
Erg
walk
just
around.
walks around the corner. So you walk around the
Yeah.
corner, and Erg, you see 2 more doors. You see a door there and a door there.
I'm having a hard time moving.
I see
the
some
map
more
around.
doors.
How do I grab the map?
Hold your right mouse button, and then drag. You can just move
Ah.
it all around.
All right.
So
two
much
more
more
doors.
friendly than
Yeah.
moving it on Fantasy Grounds.
This is like a Harry Potter space.
TM gets server
All right.
connection. Yes, I know. All right, so you go to the next door.
Yep.
It is locked.
Eavesdrop.
Drop me that eavesdrop. You hear nothing.
Peek around the corner.
Yeah, it just leads to like a wall. That's the other side of the stairs, so just kind of
No
leads
door
to a
is
wall.
that?
It's a dead
No door
end.
down
No,
there?
no door down there.
Okay. And
No door.
what about this last door? We're going to eavesdrop on that one.
Yeah, go for it.
There we go.
You hear nothing.
All right. So
They
can I
all
try-
seem like there's nothing in them to me.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and open this one up. Bash it open.
Yeah, just make like a standard brawn test. There, erg. Brawn.
Oh, it creaks bad, but it doesn't go.
Nah, it doesn't open.
Should I just keep pounding this thing
Yeah,
till
go
it goes
for it.
in?
Just keep hitting it till it caves in. You guys aren't worried about making noise at this point. Downstairs, the three of
What the
you,
hell they doing,
or the two of you, are just here like bang, bang, bang,
All right, hold on. Ruby's going to give it a shot.
and
Athletic-
Otto goes, "What are they doing to my inn? What's going on up there?" All right,
no.
so finally the door swings open. After much bashing into it, and it's a completely ordinary room. Nothing stands out. It's a bedroom. It looks like it's a rental room. Actually, this one is the landlord's room. But you guys look around and nothing seems out of place. Just giving it a once over.
All right. Ruby will go in and be a little bit more discerning. She's not stealing anything. She's not looting the room, but she's investigating.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and make me a standard investigation?
Yes. Oh, that's a thing?
That is a thing.
Okay.
Is it not? Inspection or investigation? It's one of the two. I have to keep opening a character sheet here.
I don't know.
What are you trying to do?
He wants to.
Scrutinize?
Yeah. Scrutinize. That's it. Scrutinize.
Yep, she scrutinizes.
Yeah. So you kind of ransack the room a bit. You toss the mattress and you start going through all the chests of drawers and everything, and nothing stands out. Nothing looks out of place.
All right.
All right, you guys are gonna go back. I'm not gonna make you roll. You bash the next door in, and this looks like a guest's room, and there's a bed in there. I didn't go fancy on this map. There's a bed in there, and some dressers and such. And again, at first look, nothing looks out of the ordinary.
All right. We'll both scrutinize the room.
Sure. Yeah. So you rummage through things. These dressers and such are empty. Like I said, this is a room that's rented out to travelers of the inn, and it's empty. It's nothing out of the ordinary. So
Okay.
you guys go to the final room and you bash the door in. This one, on the other hand, this one looks like it's ransacked. The sheets are all bundled up and covered in blood. It's caked in blood. It looks like definitely two people were slain in here. There's two trails of blood leading from this room towards the hallway.
Okay.
This room looks good to me.
Anything else of interest in the room?
No
Yeah.
resolve test? I'm surprised.
No resolve test here. This isn't like an exceptional, scene of horror.
Okay.
Do a final. Yeah. Okay. Well, she doesn't see. I guess get any additional information. All right.
Yeah, no.
Well, that
no,
answers. All right. She'll come back downstairs again,
Yeah.
and she'll say, Otto. Seems like there have been a few murders upstairs.
Matt, I'm going to run my finger through the blood and give it a quick taste.
Well, sacrifices or something going on.
Oh, I was
up
gonna say
there.
corruption, but that's not out of the ordinary for you, is it, as an ogre?
Does it taste human?
It tastes human.
Seriously, I scrutinized the taste. Did it taste human?
It tasted human, yes. Yeah,
Yep.
it did.
All right, I tell Ruby.
Okay.
Tastes like people to me.
Let's. How fresh
Really
is the blood?
green.
Oh, it's fresh.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So Ruby will come back down, and
All right.
she'll just look at the two that are trussed up and say, Otto, you had some fresh murders upstairs, huh?
he looks even more like worried and scared. And what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Murders.
All right, look, guys. If you are bandits, maybe we can work something out. But you got to be straight with us, because if you're just lying to us, there's no point, right? We might as well just kill you. Why take the chance?
Are you trying to convince? We're gonna we'll do this, and then we'll cut it off because we're gonna have to let some people go to bed. I think.
I'm good.
You're good, Barsh. I know it's late for you.
Yeah, it's one here. I got to get up at 7.
Okay, we'll wrap it up then.
Yeah. So, what are you trying to do? Intimidate him, charm him. Let's see.
I would try to be charming if I could.
Of course, you're gonna try to do for charming because you have points in that. Guile? No, Guile's trying to be deceptive.
Well, I am being a little deceptive. Like, try and pretend like, hey, if you're bandits, maybe we can work something out, Right now, we probably look like bandits. We're just like a different team of bandits.
Yeah, you're trying to convince him of something, eh? It's tough.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I'll let you use charm, and it's going to be at a -10.
All right.
Otto hangs his head and goes, let's go to the basement. Let's go to the cellar.
All right.
And we'll end there.
So
you guys are so close to the end. It's all right because, like I said, this is literally going to end and segue into the next one. There's going to be like no downtime or anything, so it's going to work out fine. We'll start the next one and it's just going to keep flowing. So it's not going to be like an awkward stop and downtime in between.
Did we do something different than you thought there?
Oh hell yes! You guys did a lot of things different. But that's okay. That's what players do. They keep you on your toes.
Man, cack-handed grasp was awesome.
That was clutch.
That was clutch.
I couldn't believe that he was prepared to go toe to toe with 4 of us.
Yeah.
He's
not
he's a
barehanded.
warrior.
Man, that would have been bad, I guess. Well, cool. That was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It's like I said, you guys are doing this way different than I thought you were, but there's nothing wrong with the way you're doing it. It's good. It's great. I'm really enjoying it because you guys are going way far out of the kind of way it was written, and you guys are keeping me on my toes, and I like that.
Did we get
I
any
feel
RP?
like it was consistent from our last game to this one too, though.
A Bitter Harvest at least had all of... Barsh, you asked about experience?
RP. I didn't know if we got any.
You will. Bitter Harvest had so many, like, if this happens, then do this. If that happens, then do that. So, it's tough to say. This one, it's like, it's pretty rigid. And we're rolling with it, the way you guys are taking it and the direction we're going. For reward points, you're going to get 100. I'll give you 100. It's going to be 140, but that's just weird. I'll give you another 150.
It's 2 more.
I should be mean and give you 140. Just a weird number.
149.
Yeah, 149 for everybody. No, I gave you bonus. You guys are doing really good RPing, and you guys are tackling this outside the box, and I love it. So you guys got the bonus 50 for it. Because you missed some of the other beats that they recommend giving experience for, but you guys make up for it in the way you're doing this. It's so good. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm loving Zweihander. I'm loving the characters. This is good times.
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, and Barsh is awesome.
And Barsh, you guys are all awesome. Edmund just like gorging himself at the table. Ruby going around doing her best Columbo. Erg just being a dunderhead, and yeah, it's good stuff. Good times.
We good for next Sunday?
We're good for next Sunday. Like I said, we're gonna pick it up where we left off, and we're just gonna continue on with the next one. There's something about Marie.
Awesome. Cool.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing. Thank you, people, for watching. We had some real people watching us, which is great. 2 of which I know, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. It's Seamus and Double Dog. That's awesome. Subscribe, follow. We play every Friday night. We're doing Zweihander for the foreseeable future. Tuesday nights is a rotating game, doing something a little bit different. Usually, I've been DMing on or GMing on Tuesday nights, but one of our other players is going to GM, and he wants to stream it on the channel. So you get to see my ugly mug while I play a character, and the DM is going to be running it. So it should be good. It'll be D&D 5e, which I don't run anymore. So that's the only way you'll get D&D 5e on this channel is if someone else is running it.
Like correction, you said every Friday night.
I'm sorry, every Sunday night. I wish I had time to play Fridays and Sundays or run things. Every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. D&D. Thank you again for the people tuning in and watching us, and thank you to the players. You guys are great.
Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good night.
Night, everybody.